My name is Whitney Wilson. I went to Provo College and I'm a physical therapy assistant student. I chose Provo College for a couple of reasons, but more than anything, it kind of just fell into my lap. I had a couple friends that went to Provo College for the nursing program, and I knew that I didn't want to do nursing, but I heard really good things about the school and I knew I wanted to do physical therapy. So I kind of looked into the program and saw they had a PTA program, and with all of the positive reviews and all of the great feedback, I kind of felt like it was a perfect fit. I chose the physical therapy assistance program mostly because of just life experiences. So I had a family member that had a stroke a couple years ago, and I kind of watched him go through the rehab process and get back on his feet. So I knew that this is something I wanted to do and I was extremely passionate about. And then once I heard all of these positive reviews and kind of started meeting people that did PTA as a career, I knew that this was for me, and that's kind of why I decided to go for it. I took about an 8-year break from high school to any type of schooling, and I think something that really impacted my education at Provo College in a very positive way was how attentive my professors were. It was any kind of question I had, or if there was anything I was confused about, they were always there regardless of the day or time. You could always shoot an email and expect an answer back very quickly, or if I needed help on campus, they were always there or willing to come in. And I think that that kind of communication level is just something that you don't see at a lot of universities, but it was like something that definitely set this apart and was the reason I was able to take this long break between school and then succeed here. I've kind of looked all over for jobs, and I live in St. George now, and so it's been kind of harder to find jobs in a saturated area, but I started applying for all these things, and so I kind of got myself in a situation where I have a lot of balls in my basket. But I have 3 PRN positions. One's in a neuropediatrics, one I work at a spine balance center, and then I work at a skilled nursing, and then I have a part-time in women's pelvic floor health. So kind of all over the place, and so all of my PRNs with the part-time kind of add up to full-time. So definitely all of the different situations, but they're exactly what I wanted, so it's perfect. I think Provo College definitely prepared me in a lot of ways I wasn't expecting, and I think I went into class every day and be like, oh my goodness, like we're never gonna learn this. I will never apply these things. And then I've ended up all of these career choices now, and I'm like, oh my goodness, like all these things in neuro, I'm applying now, or this and this. And it's funny how things kind of align, and that you think that you hear a side note by a professor where it's like, hey, just remember you're going to see something like this and you think you never do, but you always do. And so I think they definitely set me up in an appropriate way where the education side was super helpful, and I think that they really set us up well, but also from a standpoint of like their own personal experiences and implying it in that way of like, this is what we've seen, but this is the education side, like take both and see what you get. And so I think that that's been really helpful for me. If I could give anybody a piece of advice, is you can do it regardless of your situation. I think going into this, it's intimidating, right? You look at a program and you're breaking it down and there's so many credit hours and they recommend that you study 40 hours a week. But I think if I could give anybody advice, if you love it, you can do it. There was lots of people in our class that had babies and got married and moved, and we moved, and just things like that. Like we were able to work full time and then go through the program successfully. And I think that as long as you were passionate about it, you can do it.